The United States of America is in the midst of our second Civil War. In all the confusion where up appears down, right appears left, and wrong appears right, you begin to experience confusion of who and what a true American really is. I will lay out for you the true nature of an American on the monologue.
Great fences make good neighbors, all while providing safety, security, and privacy for you, your family, and your fur family. Backyard Works is your local fence, deck, and handrail experts, owned and operated right here in Sussex County. All materials are top quality and made in the USA. Backyard Works knows that home is where the heart is. Visit online to view stunning projects at backyardworks.net or call today for customer service that's unmatched. 302-703-9888.
The monologue is entitled, I Am an American. I have been thinking a lot about what our nation is going through at this time in our history. The enemies of freedom have been trying to blur the lines of what is right and what is wrong for America for some time now. You don't know who or what to believe and cannot discern the truth from a lie. Conspiracy theories are everywhere, and why shouldn't they be? With the destruction of our constitutional republic right around the corner, if evil has its way. In my view, the only way they beat us is if we forget who and what we are as a nation, if we doubt the value of a true American. I am going to devote this monologue to reminding each and every one of you of what constitutes an American citizen. What are those unique qualities that describe the typical American? What type of citizen did our founding fathers help to create for the nation that they conceived? What are those special qualities which are constantly under attack by the enemies of freedom? I would like to honorably mention the late Paul Harvey and the late Canadian broadcaster Gordon Sinclair for influencing me to write and produce this monologue, I Am an American. The stories you are about to hear do not reflect any particular person or persons. My parents trusted their children to our education system. I worked hard throughout my primary and secondary education and was smart enough to discern that what I was learning was un-American, and I rejected it. I am an American. I was raised to respect the flag, to respect authority, and to never accept government handouts. I am an American. I am a U.S. veteran of an all-volunteer force. I defended freedom in places where there is far more grains of sand than freedom. My country needed me. I answered the call, said yes to multiple deployments. I am an American. I have voted in every election since I turned 18. Every time I went to the polls, I expected all those that I voted for to uphold and defend the United States Constitution and to keep their promises to all those who supported them. I am an American. When I hear of anyone in public office who has been using their office for personal gain, it turns my stomach. I am an American. I value my constitutional protections, especially the First Amendment. You are entitled to speak freely and openly about anything, and so am I. I will respect you for your opinion, and I expect you to do the same for me. I reject any form of political correctness. I am an American. When I hear that our police are being assassinated, attacked, disrespected, and fired for trying to do their job, for putting their lives on the line day after day, I get damned angry. I am an American. When I hear that our enemies are funding, coordinating, and planning riots in America's cities, I want to create a well-armed militia to help restore order. I am an American. I am a proud owner of firearms and supporter of our Second Amendment protections. I have never threatened anyone. I have never shot another person. I am well-trained and maintain my firearms in a safe, lawful, and secure manner. I am an American. The only place on this earth I will fall to my knees is inside a church, inside God's house. If our enemies demand I take a knee, they might as well execute me in the street. I am an American. I work 40 hours, have 4 children. My wife and I always seem to be busy with something. Do you want to know what arrows we have in our quiver? Church meetings, scout meetings, PTA, volunteering at our local food pantry. I am an American. Since my retirement, I am always looking for something to keep me busy. I volunteer to drive local veterans to the local VA hospital a couple of times per week. One day per week, I deliver Meals on Wheels for our seniors. Unfortunately, one day a week, I have to sit. I sit for kidney dialysis. I am an American. In my community, I hear this life matters and that life matters. I just do not understand it. Where I live, we all get along. We all matter. I am not biased toward anyone. Never have been. We are all one nation under God. I am an American. When I go shopping, I pay very close attention where products are made. I do not use my money to purchase anything from any country that has stolen jobs from my fellow Americans. I buy American because I am an American. I do not watch and will not stand for any television news broadcast that dishonors my country and my president. I am an American. When it comes time for the good Lord to call me home, I want my casket draped with our flag. I want a flag on my grave every day until the end of time. You know why? Because I am an American. And when I approach the pearly gates, I want to hear St. Peter say to me, "Welcome to God's kingdom. Your life on earth has earned you eternal life in heaven because you stood up for freedom. You were an American." My friends, this is a reminder of who we are as a people. We are Americans. Those who oppose us are not. And that is the monologue. What say you? The monologue was sponsored locally by Backyard Works, your premier fence, deck, and handrail source, owned and operated here in Sussex County. Visit them online to view stunning projects at backyardworks.net and give the local experts a call for your free quote today. 302-703-98